Hi, welcome back to my channel. So I am finally filming the long-awaited furniture video. So many of you have been asking if I could have 100 shillings for every time someone asked me where is your furniture from, where are your seats from. My goodness, I would be done with this whole house by now. So yes, I'm finally filming the video for you guys. Thank you so much for being patient. Please don't kill me if I don't tell you what you want to hear. I kind of had lost the footage because even if had I told you where I got it, it would not have had the same impact as had I shown you where I got it. So I'll just give you a little backstory. You know how I believe in serendipity and how things just fall into place when they're meant to fall into place. So with my couch, I'd been seeing it around and I didn't have anywhere to put it because at the time when I saw it, I was still living at home. I had no plans of moving out, and yes, I had nowhere I could put it at home at my parents' house. So double back, maybe 2 weeks later, I kind of had to move out. And I went back to the place that I'd seen it because I hadn't been seeing it for a while. It was somewhere when I was seated in a matatu waiting for the matatu to fill up, I could see it. So I had to go back and ask the guy, there's a couch I've been seeing here, it's brown, where is it? And he told me, oh yeah, I had it outside on display, but then I put it back inside so that I could sleep on it. And guess what? I got it. And it was definitely a journey getting this couch here because the initial place I was going to move into was a much bigger space, a much bigger living room, and then I didn't actually, so I was going to get the couch the way it was. However, let me just cut into the footage now so that you can see where I got it, and then I'll come back and explain how everything else, the cost, and how everything that else just worked out.
I am looking for furniture, second-hand furniture, and I like this couch, and I'm also getting so yeah, this is everything I had to wade through just to get something that I like. So yeah, having a look at a different seat. The guys are all over there. So what this is it's a second hand.
Alvin Brown Beats.
Okay, so I hope your opinion I hope you've not been scared away by the state of the couch in the first place when I got it. When I first saw it, it was outside, it was much longer. If it was in this room, it would fill out that end to almost the other end of this long room. But then, so initially the place that I found that I was going to move into was much bigger, and then some other aspects of it put me off. So for example, I think the guy he was still building the house, but he wasn't going to tile the living room. He was going to put a red floor and in the living room and the bedroom. And if you've had red floors, you know when you step on it with bare feet, it comes off, and it also rubs off of things like on the back of things, so on shoes, on your foot, on furniture, it all just shows up. So I didn't end up going that place. I got my other place, which was perfect because the space was very modern, very white modern finishing, very white paint. So it worked. It ended up working out for me. and that space, my new space, however, was a bit small. And the thing is, when I got this couch, when I saw it, the guy, I also got my, as you've seen in the clip, my 2 side armchairs to go with it. So everything in total, so the couch itself cost me 4,000 bob, and then the 2 seats, because I got 2 pairs of seats, cost me, was it 3,000 or 5k? It was about, let me say, because in total he was charging, he charged me for both seats, so I think they are 2,500 each or 2,000 bob each. And then I went down to Gikomba, and at Gikomba is where I got fabric. So initially, when I wanted to reupholster this couch, when I went to Gikomba, I really wanted to get a velvet couch in blush pink, which is what my armchairs are, or an emerald green, or a royal blue, or a mustard yellow. So either way, it was going to be a jewel tone, and it was going to be bright and beautiful, because as you've seen, I really love bright spaces. However, when I got to Gikomba, the guys that were selling the fabric discouraged me from getting the velvet, because they were like, over time, and especially if it's in a high traffic area, it tends to wear out faster. And I didn't mind this if I was going to keep the seat for like 2 or 3 years before I had to change it again. But then also the color I was set on, because I was initially very set on getting blush pink or mustard yellow. I found blush pink, but the rate at which it gets dirty is so high, and the area I live in is dusty, well, relatively dusty. So I just figured, you know what, until I'm living in a penthouse that's cabro and glass floor to has glass windows or glass walls in this case, that's when I'll get my nice velvet blush pink fabric. So fabric cost me, I didn't spend more than 3,000, I want to say, because fabric for this couch must have been about 7 to 9 meters. Oh wait, one more thing I didn't say. So when I got this couch, it was longer, and I asked the guy to when I asked him to reupholster it, I asked him to make it shorter. So he kind of he broke off, I think it was part of a sectional, and someone had sold it to him as part of a sectional, and then he broke it off and gave me like a section of it. I wanted it to be 6 foot long because I'm tall, and I wanted to be able to use it as a bed sometimes, because when I was moving out, I wasn't intending on buying a bed, and initially the plan had to be to sleep on the couch, but then I ended up getting a mattress, and yeah, all that worked out. And for the armchairs, I think I got 3 meters. The fabric, the velvet fabric, I think must have been either 350 or 400 bob a meter, and I got 3 meters for it. And then this other one was between 450 to 500 bob, I want to say. I'm not too sure. The prices vary. When you go to Gikomba, I think around where there's an Equity Bank and there's furniture, guys making, there's lots of carpenters and wood being sold. Just around there, there's a street that you go into, and it has all this fabric, and they range from a different for a different variation of cost, from 350 being the cheapest to as much as even 1100 a meter. And I got mine. I ended up picking up this fabric because it was in the shade of blue that I wanted. There's different other fabrics that I would have played with, but were not really in the budget, because at the time it was kind of sudden. I hadn't planned on moving out, and yes, so this is what I got. So I think I've told you the cost, the style. Initially, so I wasn't too sure. I wasn't set in terms of what I was going to get when I went down to Gikomba. In my head, I'd said, if my couch, I hadn't found this shade of blue, I'd probably have gone for an emerald green, which would have gone very well with blush pink as well. Or if I went for this, so initially if I had gone for this blue, then I'd probably done my armchairs in a faux leather. But then I didn't find the faux leather in black. So that was my design concept, was sort of just to mix and match the fabrics, so that my armchairs are statement. So in the first house that I'd found that I was going to move into, the 2 armchairs were going to work in that. The couch was long, and then the armchairs were going to be seated next to each other, and then there's going to be an end table such as this one in the middle of them. That was the plan. And then I moved to a smaller place which had me sitting, the couch, as you've seen in my home tour videos, which is a couple of videos back, had a couch and the two of them, but no space for an end table in the middle. So when I moved to this place, I kept the one armchair, just one armchair in the living room, the seat, and then the other armchair I'll create a reading nook for it in my spare room, which you guys will see as I take you through the year in makeovers. So yes guys, don't kill me. Everything I have was secondhand, just because I do believe in recycling and using things that are already in existence and just reupholstering them and making them work for you. Also because it's gonna be on a budget, but should you want the same thing, then I believe that there's a couple of shops, especially online. I've seen a Posh Home Decor, I think Workshop Nairobi, what else, a few, maybe 3 or 4 other shops that do similar style furniture, but the price is definitely not the same. Because I've seen like my armchair at different shops in wood go for like 12,000, and I got 2 pieces for 5,500. So I'm not complaining, because that's 5,500 inclusive of upholstery. One of the things I will warn you against, or I'll caution you against, is please, when you buy your second-hand furniture, have it cleaned, one. Secondly, maybe don't do what I did, because I was trying to cut costs at the time, and I had the guy that sold me the furniture reupholster it for me. So he sourced for someone, I bought the fabric, he gave me the amount of fabric that I needed to buy, and he sourced the fundi that did the work. Now this sofa had very good bones, but the way that the guy did the reupholstering, I can kind of see bumps in it. Like it's not perfect. The corner, like one of the arms there, is a little too thin. So I'm rethinking, or I'm thinking maybe later in the course of the year or next year, I'll have this reupholstered again with someone who actually knows what he's doing, and then he'll cover up the little imperfections that are in the couch. Because I love the couch, I love the style of it, and I love the space. For me, I didn't want those frumpy couches with, I don't know, arms, and like the ones that you have in your folks' house. That wasn't my style. My style is very mid-century modern and a little eclectic, a little boho. So I needed space, and I needed my room to feel airy and like you could move through it without the furniture necessarily filling the space and filling it up and just making it I don't know, heavy. Yeah, so I needed things to feel a bit lightweight in my space, which I love. And the best, the final thing that I'd say is dress your couch. One of the things I definitely wanted to stay away from is a set of couches, like everything looks the same, like it all came from one. That style just does not resonate with me. I really like to pair things and make them complement each other, which is what I've done with this space. So the metal, and then I have wood accents. You guys have seen my credenza, and have gold. So the metallic and the gold accents are just bringing in that modern, youthful feel into my space. And then the seat is large enough that I can sleep. In fact, me and my cousin have crashed here once and just conked out. It was a cold day, we had noodles, we slept, and we were gone like for a good couple of hours without even feeling the need to scrunch up and try and squeeze into the couch. So yes guys, that's everything that you need to know about my furniture. Please do not kill me with questions anymore, and if you have any more questions, just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, or where you think I got my furniture in the first place, and then what you think after, now that you've known the whole story, if you'd go through the same processes. So similar places that you can get my sort of couches are, I know in Ghana there's Mali and Jumla, and then around Fig Tree there's like 3 or 4 shops that sell second-hand furniture. Just walk into those places and have a look at it, see something, pick something, bargain for it, because the best part is negotiation. Because my couch, did I tell you how much my couch cost? 4,000, and then plus fabric, plus, like, I don't think I spent more than 15,000 for everything. 4 plus this is 9, plus I spent about maybe 3,000 total on fabric, and then reupholstering was 1,500. Yeah, I don't think it went above 15,000 for everything, and I did it all on a budget. So yes, I hope I've answered all your questions, guys. I guess I'll see you in the very next video. Thank you for coming, thank you for subscribing. Make sure you like, comment, and share. It's sexy. Share.